Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, uh, folks who are watching us across the time zones. I hope I'm audible and visible clearly. Uh, Please let me know in the chat box if I'm audible to all of you who's watching us live. Just acknowledge it if you are watching us. So that would be great. Okay, great. I think okay, great. I think I'm clearly audible and visible. Great. Welcome everyone. Welcome Presto community to the Presto community sync call, July 2026. My name is Saurav and I work at IBM as a developer relations engineer for open source Presto. And this is our fourth edition for our sync call. And from last I think from last three sync calls, we are sharing the regular updates, what have been happening in the open source Presto community, the code contributions, uh, the new contributors, giving a shout out to new contributors, highlighting our top contributor, the kind of PRs that are getting merged, the all basic, all kind of work that our community is doing in open source Presto. So whosoever is attending first time, welcome to this call. And yes, one second. Perfect. Okay, I got the confirmation that I'm audible and visible. Great. So yeah, let's start from the beginning as usual. If you haven't joined our Slack channel, please join our Slack channel. This is the our community. This is our community where we discuss all the updates. All if you are deploying Presto clusters in production, and if you are facing any issues, or if you have any questions or any doubts, all our community members are able to help. So please join the Slack channel and share your stories, share your how's been your experience with Presto. And also in the description of this YouTube live, you will find all the social links related to Presto, the LinkedIn, the meetup groups, the Twitter, every social link you will find it. So if you haven't joined the Slack channel or our community, please join that. That would be a great way to communicate with all the community folks, right? So yeah, also if you are part of or you live in nearby to these cities in Bangalore, Paris, London, New York, San Francisco, you can join our local meetup group. We do a lot of in-person or virtual events or workshops or hand-on sessions to make sure that all the release feature updates are going timely to our community. So if you want to learn Presto from scratch, or if you are looking forward to deep dive into Presto, right? So you can join any of the local meetup group, and once we announce any events or anything, you will get the notifications there itself, right? So you will find all the links or on official website of prestodb.io. That's our official website. You will find all the links there, right? Yeah, major announcement, big announcement. Next month on 20th of August, we are going to do a hands-on session, a hands-on workshop on observability with Presto, right? So if you are looking forward, or if you are to learn that how to monitor Presto at petabyte scale, right? Or how organizations monitor or observe, do the observability setup, or how to create a observability pipeline from scratch, right? Then you can be the part of this workshop. This would be a hands-on workshop by Kirsten. She's an open source developer, so open source software developer at IBM. She will be leading the workshop, and you can find all the details here. This is the page where you can register your spot, right? You will find all the details here, that what you will be learning. You will be learning Grafana, that how to set up a 24 panel high quality Grafana dashboards, Prometheus, JMS exporter to pull metrics, Prometheus alert manager, and how you will be getting notifications on Slack if you get any alerts through within the observability pipeline, right? So all the details you will find on this page, and you can fill this form to save your spot. I can share this link in the chat box as well. Uh, yep. Okay. Uh, I'll be looking forward that you will be joining for the hands-on workshop. This is going to be very full of learning session. So I believe you will get a lot of um, a new understanding about how to create observability pipeline for Presto cluster, right? So yeah, let's move to our agenda that we are here today for. So yes, okay. I hope uh, okay. I hope my screen is visible. Okay, great. So this is quarter 3 and our fourth community sync call, as I previously mentioned. So in June month, as those of people who are attending this first time, we discussed the previous month progress and all the PRs that got merged. Uh, how many PRs how many PRs newly created in last month. So we discussed the previous month performance of open source Presto. So yeah, this in this call will be taking a look about that how our June month went, right? So in June month, 163 new PRs got created. That's huge. Previously, that before June, I think it was 197 approx. So yeah, in that range only. So in last month, in June month, 163 PRs got created, and 115 PRs got merged. Still some 49, 48 PRs are still in review, and I think some of them are already got merged, and some of them are still in review, right? So if you are a regular contributor and watching this sync call, and if you regularly contribute to open source Presto, I would request you to review code as well if you are into reviewing um, code. So if you are a regular contributor, you can review the code as well. So yeah, so 163 new PRs, 115 got merged. That's very it's a very healthy state of our open source project. And on month basis, we see a huge number of PRs getting created and getting merged, right? So yeah, if you haven't started yet, so you can go and check out the github.com /prestodb/presto. You will find all the details there. that if you are interested in contributing and looking forward to contribute, just pick up an issue and start contributing to it. You will find a beginner level issue, or you will find the expert level issue. You can pick the issue as per your expertise and start contributing to it, right? And if you are stuck somewhere, we are always ready to help. Just join the Slack channel and discuss wherever you are stuck. And our community members and our open source open source contributors are always ready to help. So they will be always helping you out if you are looking to contribute to open source, right? So yeah, if we see the overall month, the total contributions, the PRs that got merged are divided into these majorly 7 to 8 areas, including connectors and file formats, native envelopes integration. As you are, majority of you folks are already aware that the community is driving a lot of growth, driving a lot of contributions towards native execution, that is C++ execution of Presto, the C++ part of Presto, where the workers are on C++, but the coordinator is on Java. So you will find a lot of contributions, a lot of growth on the side of C++, that is native and Velox integration, build and CI infrastructure, core engine and functions and documentation. That is our that is the regular work that our community does. Query optimizer and plan that we will discuss in this call later. I have shortlisted some of the PRs, some notable PRs to discuss. So yeah, it will be a very uh, uh, some queries, some optimization techniques that have been merged this month, the last month. PRs related to optimization, query optimization have been merged. So yeah, Presto on Spark and SPI and API interfaces. Um, so yeah, if you want, uh, yeah. So these are some details. So as you can see, connector and file formats, 34 PRs got merged last month, including in this, including Iceberg v3 deletion, vector support, Metastore caching, Cassandra driver upgrade, Lance connector, scan limit push down. So all these PRs that are related to connectors and file formats. Native Nginx integration, 30 PRs got merged last month, including Apache Arrow Federation connector, uh, MonoVelox library, dynamic plugin loading, all these. So you will find a good read on Apache Federation connector. I would just show it to everyone um, if you haven't seen yet. Yes. So our contributors, Brian Cutler and Pratik Dapre, these two contributors have contributed this uh, Apache Aeroflight Shim connector for C++. So if you want to take a brief look at how it works and everything, you can read this blog. You can check out the blog. Uh, you will find it on the community blog section, right? So yeah, this PR got merged last month. Build and CI infrastructure, the regular work on improving build and CI infrastructure, including the security upgrades. Last month, 6 security patches were the PRs related to security got merged. Also, a coordinator startup authorization gap PR was also merged. You will find all the details on the GitHub repo if you want to read it out. Uh, the coordinator system statement analysis and CLI, or the core engine and functions, the Presto core engine functions, including the CLI auth, external auth, SSL authentication. So this PRs related to core engine and functions, 9 PRs got merged into last month. Similarly, the documentation, query optimizer, we will have a look on this, the coalescing and cascading project, coalescing cascading projection and collapsing fan out joints. So all these Presto on Spark, if you are using Presto on Spark, then this Spark core and dependency upgrades have been PRs merged last month, 3 PRs related to that, and regular SPI and API interfaces PR. So this was a complete breakdown of the PR that got merged. 115 PRs that we discussed got merged last month in the June month. So yeah, a big shout out this section. Regular contributors, the top 10 contributors: Dennis from Epidemic Sound, Srini Vishunda from Meta, Steve from IBM, Tim from IBM, Odin from IBM, Srinidhi Joshi, Jalpreet, Zach Wen, Joe Abraham, and Shizin from IBM. All these folks are regular contributor of open source Presto, and this table get updated every month. So if you want that we give you shout out next month, try to um, contribute on open source Presto, or if you are regularly contributing to Presto, then make sure you are on the table, right? The number of PRs that are getting merged, right? On the basis of number of PRs that are getting merged. Uh, a good thing, we got four new first-time contributors last month, including Chen Jing, ASRs, Hong Tao Yang, and Jack Lu. They have a big congratulations to all of them. And welcome to the Presto community, all the four new contributors last month. Thank you so much for your contributions, and we are looking forward for new contributions from your end from now onwards. So thank you so much once again. Yeah, so these so these are some PRs that we will discuss that have been added new, or either added new features into Presto engine, right? So Iceberg v3 deletion vectors and update merge in Presto native. Those who have been using Presto, they are aware that updating or deleting rows in Iceberg table, the Presto C++ workers didn't know how to do it, basically how to handle that in the fast deletion shortcuts. But now after this PR, that is PR 28058, C++ native workers can now do the fast deletion on Iceberg v3 tables. So in queries including update and merge would be around 3 to 10 times faster than previous. So yeah, if you want to read it in more detail, you will find it on this PR 28058. So for broader context, the C++ workers now support update merge on Iceberg v3 delete and the deletion vectors, basically. The second PR that is very much important, or I would say would be giving would be making Presto much more faster than previous. That is dynamic filter SPI. So previously, when joining two tables, Presto joining two tables, it used to download all the data from the storage. So it was creating a massive bottleneck on either input, output, or network, and it creating latency as well, right? But now after this PR 27991, Presto will be creating a live dynamic filter, right? During the query execution, and it will be giving it to the file scheduler, and the file scheduler will be the storage Hive or Iceberg connectors, the connector storage connector will be applying that live filter during the query execution. And so the split pruning will be much faster than, and the query execution will be much faster than previously. So yeah, you will find uh, okay, yeah. So 27991, this this PR will be helping helping Presto to execute queries much faster than previously, right? So it will be resolving the heavy network input output and network latency, and it will be just focusing on those data which is required by the query, right? Yeah, this is the PR, third PR that is in our notable PR section, that is 26404, PR 26404, and arrow federation connector for Presto Native, which I shared this as well. So a lot of because now the community has been rewriting the Presto Java workers into C++. A lot of data sources are in Java. The connectors who are supported by Presto are in Java. So to avoid rewriting all the Java connectors into C++, because any connector which is not has been rewritten in C++ yet, it's important that how they communicate with those data sources. Basically, how C++ workers will be communicating with those data sources, that those connectors are not rewritten has been in C++ yet. For that, our community members, our community has been contributing to that flight sim, Apache Aero flight sim connector. So now, if you enable this property in the engine side, then the C++ workers can communicate or can fetch data from data sources or the connectors that are not in C++ yet. So it still give you the results without rewriting the connectors in the Java connectors in C++. So yep, and everything that will be happening, it's happening in the C++ on the memory side, on the worker memory side. So yeah, that is very much that was very much required, and our team was working on it from a very long time, actually. So yeah, um, the fourth PR that was yeah, in this section. Let me check. Yeah, okay. So that is PR 28016, coalescing cascading projection. That was also under for query optimization, and that was in the query optimization category. So if a query is that is also related to Velox worker, that is C++ workers. So I'll explain it through an example. If you see this query, right, you will find multiple math column. You will find multiple math work. That is, the calculation is happening. The same calculation is happening twice in a single query, right? But now after this PR, the coalesces will merge the chain projection into a single project, right? So basically, the Velox worker don't have to do the calculation twice, the same calculation twice for a single query. It will do the calculation once and store it into a temporary memory, into a temporary space, and will use the query will use that calculation throughout the execution. So to reduce the CPU cycles, the execution, the math work does not have to do it twice. So this PR talks about this coalescing cascading projection. So this will make the query execution much more faster, and make it quick, basically, and deliver the results very much fast. And last query, that's last PR that is into our notable PR section, that is 27970, collapsing fan out joins via array aggregation, that is row. So I'll show you. Yes. So as you can see, when you join two tables on one side had multiple rows per join key, Presto would shuffle all those rows over the network, right? So after this PR, Presto first questions them into a single array and does a lean join, and then unzip all the array back out locally. So it will reduce the network traffic up to 4 times, and with the same results. So basically, if 60,000 rows are there, so it will make it up to 15,000 key rows, unique key rows, and zip it, pack it into an array, and it will unzip it at the time of at the worker end, the execution end, right? So it will make it compact and fast, right? So all these queries that I have mentioned in this all these PR that I've mentioned in this call, all these are some notable PRs. They will be You will find a lot of other PRs as well, which have been contributed by our community members. So you will find all the details on the GitHub, so you can check it out. If you have if you are looking forward to contribute any such query optimization or or any optimization technique or anything, just check it out and just go to GitHub and pick an issue and contribute to it. So there are much more contribution opportunities on the open source Presto side. So yeah, that's all majorly. You will find, as I already discussed, you will find the open issues and everything, and how you can be the part of community. You can just join this link, uh, and you will find all the links here, the Slack community link, working group link. If you want to be the part of our meetings, the TSC meetings and working group, you can join this. You can click on this link and join the meetings and that we do. And all the meetup links, you will find it there. Yeah. Uh, Anything else? Yes, and one important thing which I think I already discussed, that is the workshop, the hands-on workshop that we are planning on 20th August. Is would be a great opportunity to learn Presto in depth, right? So if you want to learn how Presto works and how to create a observability pipeline from scratch, you can join it. Uh, anything wants to any member who's watching us and wants to discuss anything, any question, anything? I'll just stop sharing my screen. Yeah. Anything? Uh, okay, fine. I think the okay, fine. Thank you so much for joining us, and let's meet in our next month's sync call. And in the meantime, keep have a look at the GitHub repo, find ways to contribute to it, and join the Slack channel. Thank you so much for joining. Bye bye.